Which hip hop artists have the biggest sales of albums of all time? That's what we're gonna be talking about today, people. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion with your guy Olize. Don't forget to subscribe. So yes, the hip hop rap albums that have sold the most of all time. This is a list of the top 35. And these artists have crossed the 30 million album sales threshold. Now you're gonna miss a few big artists. You're gonna be shocked. People like Lauryn Hill, maybe. People like DaBaby, Bone Thugs and Harmony. They've had success. They've had great albums, great singles, but they haven't amassed this amount of albums. And just so the list is fair, you got artists like Black Eyed Peas. They're rapping, but they're kind of commercially and singing and stuff like that. So they're not on this list for those type of reasons. But I'm going to give you the list. It's an interesting one. Top 35. And coming in at number 35 is Flo Rida with 30 million estimated album sales. Now Flo Rida might be a surprise to you guys, but if you think about it, he's had a lot of big commercial hit songs. Although they were very commercial, they were still rapping. You know, just because you've gone commercial doesn't mean you're not on this list. So Flo Rida is number 35. Coming in number 34 is Doja Cat. Doja Cat, look, I'm not a big fan of Doja Cat. I'll keep it real. I kind of like a few of her songs, but she's just not my cup of tea. But she has 31.1 million estimated album sales. Coming in number 33 is DMX, The Dog. Yonkers Only, The Legend. Coming in with 31.6 million estimated album sales. I'm not surprised with DMX being there, because you know we all remember he started his rap career selling millions of albums. First two albums came out in 1 year, going multi-platinum. Even the third album sold loads of millions, but after that he kind of did decline, but still a legend. DMX. Coming in number 32 is Escobar Nas, Queensbridge legend Nas with 32.8 million estimated album sales. Now I know you're thinking Nas is a legend. He's the top 5 of all time. He's got to be higher than that. But nah, Nas has never been that commercial type of rapper. We know he had that little phase in the late 90s with Shorty You Owe Me for Ice and songs with P. Diddy, Take That, Take That. But Nas has never been that commercial. So yeah, I'm not surprised Nas is number 32. Coming in number 31 is Wiz Khalifa. Now Wiz might be a surprise because you don't really see him topping the charts besides when he first broke out into the industry. But he's another one with big songs that maybe didn't go number 1 all the time, but still were big commercial hits. But Wiz Khalifa has sold 33 million albums. Coming in number 30, a blast from the past, is MC Hammer with 33.5 million estimated album sales. Some people might be like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Hammer sold a lot of albums back in the early 90s, and you wouldn't be wrong. Can't Touch This, I Say We Pray. Hammer had it all at one time. Coming in number 29 is Tyler, the Creator, with 33.7 million estimated album sales. Now Tyler, for me, I've said this before, is one of the most creative artists to come out of hip hop in the last 20 years. That's just my opinion. He's definitely in the top 5, just on creativity alone. Whether you like his rap skills or not, that's a different story. But definitely, I'm not surprised he's in that. But to be honest, I am a bit surprised he's this high on the list. I didn't know he sold that many albums. Coming in number 28, a controversial one that's not very popular right now. It's Sean P. Diddy Combs with 34.8 million estimated album sales. Now Diddy, I'm not surprised is on the list. I actually believed he'd be a lot higher. But to be honest, I'm surprised he's on the list at all, because I don't regard him as a rapper, even though he does rap. But yeah, 34.8 million for Diddy. Coming in number 27 is Lil Baby with 35.1 million sales. This one again, I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think Lil Baby would be quite this high on the list, or even on the list in the top 35. I'm not the biggest Lil Baby fan, I'm not gonna lie, but I know he's very popular. Coming in number 26 is Ludacris 35.7 million estimated album sales. Now Ludacris is for me one of the most underrated rappers of all time. The amount of hits he has, even the skill he shows on the mic, very animated, kind of a missed kind of character in hip hop these days. Someone to bring that kind of fun the fun element. Coming in number 25 is Outkast with 35.7 million sales. The legendary Southern group haven't put out an album in ages. So imagine if they had put out an album or albums in the last 20 years. They'd be way more than that. Because they finished on a boom. That double CD they put out in 2003 or was it 2004 was legendary. Number 24 is a bit of a surprise for me. It's Metro Boomin with 35.8 million. I don't really regard him as someone that should be on this list. I'm surprised, but hey, I didn't write the list, people. Coming in number 23, I'm not surprised. It's Will Smith with 36 million album sales. Now this one does slightly surprise how low he is. I thought Will Smith would be much higher on the list, because when Will Smith was out, boy, he was selling albums, he was selling singles. But to be honest, he went from rap to movie, so he pretty much retired a long time ago, besides his new album he came out with. Number 22 is Notorious B.I.G. with 36.5 million sales. Biggie, legendary rapper, only 2 albums he did. Imagine if he could have done the 4 or 5 albums like everybody else. But they always say Biggie was never someone that wanted to be a rapper till he was like 40 years old. He wanted to do a few albums and move on. But sadly, his life was cut short. Coming in number 21 is Pitbull with 37 million estimated album sales. Pitbull, of course, we know, always doing big songs. I'm surprised in terms of hip-hop rapping that he'd be on this list, because his music just sounds a lot different from what I would consider hip-hop. Number 20 is Lil Uzi Vert with 38.9 million sales. Now this one I am surprised. I know Uzi is very popular, he's got a real big cult following and he had a big commercial career, but hasn't really done much in recent times, and I didn't know he sold that much when he first blew onto the scene. Coming in number 19 is 21 Savage with 39.2 million album sales. 21 Savage, I'm not surprised he's on the list. Not surprised in the top 20. I would have maybe guessed top 20. He was very popular before and he's still popping right now, so yeah, no surprises there for me. Coming in number 18 is Dr. Dre with 44.2 million album sales. Now Dr. Dre, that's pretty good. I mean, this guy's only put out 2 or 3 albums in his whole career over like 30 years. Well, solo albums. Obviously he was part of NWA, but the legendary West Coast producer coming in at 18. 17 is J. Cole with 46.2 million album sales. J. Cole is kind of a throwback artist, isn't he? He sounds like he should have been releasing his first album in 1998 or something like that, or 93 with the Tribe Called Quest. But definitely I would say he's the most lyrical rapper of this era. Coming in number 16 is Beastie Boys with 46.6 million estimated album sales. Now Beastie Boys, some people call them hip hop, some people call them kind of rock music but with rapping in it. Either way, they're definitely in the hip hop family, and I'm not too surprised that they'll be this high on the list. Next is number 15, which is XXXTentacion. R.I.P. to him, 47.4 million album sales. Now, am I surprised he's on this top 15? Yes. Yeah, obviously, when people pass, their sales go up tremendously. So I can kind of see it, but never would I have expected him to be in the top 15 of all time rappers album sales. Number 14, similar situation to X, is Juice WRLD with 48.5 million sales. R.I.P. to him too. He was a very talented artist. I wasn't the biggest fan, I didn't listen to all his stuff, but I definitely liked a lot of his things as well. Number 13 is Nelly, the St. Louis rapper with 49.1 million album sales. This one I'm definitely not surprised Nelly's on the list. I actually thought Nelly might be in the top 10. People don't really speak about how much this guy sold when he first burst onto the scene. He didn't come under like a big producer like Jermaine Dupri or Dr. Dre. He just came out by himself with good music that connected, and he had a great career. Coming in number 12 is 50 Cent with 55.1 million albums. Now we all knew 50 would be on this. I actually thought 50 would have crept into the top 10. I mean, this guy had one of the biggest debut album of all time in hip hop, and then sold big on his second and third album, so I thought it'd be higher, but you can't be mad at being 12. Next we got number 11 is Future with 57 million albums. Future had the streets on lock. Maybe still does, but there was a time where Future was on every single song that was popping in hip hop.